Hello everyone. So today we are going to start implementing the UI of the skateboard customization. So I am referencing this 𝐂𝐚𝐽𝐻𝐸 as the design for customization. So this is how it's implemented in 𝐂𝐚𝐽𝐻𝐸. I'm not really going to implement this character customization parts, just focus on this board customization. Okay, so let's go back to our project. Now first thing we need is UI. So here under VP I'll create a new folder UI, and let's create a new UI widget. From user widget WDG customization menu. Right, now this is what we got. Let's first add a canvas panel. Right, now if I go here and create a screenshot, yeah, let's create another folder UI assets and import that screenshot and drag and drop it here. So I'll anchor it to the full screen. Right, now let's make this a bit transparent, because we only need to use this as a guide. Okay, so I'll name this as reference, and let's add a grid panel, and that should match to these bounds. So let's set the anchors to something like this. 0.1 and 0.25, and this is 0.05, 0.85. Right, even though it doesn't 100% match, this is enough. So I'll remove these offsets so we can match the grid panel like this. Oh, now we need the board here and two buttons here. So I'm not really sure a grid panel would do. So initially, let's replace this with a vertical box here under replace vertical box. Okay, now I'll add a text first. Right, customize board. We can change the font later, or just board. Let's use customize board because of this text. And then we need one big button for the board, then two buttons here for this metal part and the wheel. Right, so another button. This should be big. Right, btn board. And another button, well, two buttons should be in same horizontal space, so therefore I'll add a horizontal box. Next, like this, and under that I'll add two buttons. And another button. Let's duplicate that. Both should fill. Okay. No padding, no? Let's select all the buttons and add padding 5. Alright. And this should be a bit bigger, so therefore I'll name this btn meta, and then btn real. Select them both. Here if I increase this to 64 or 100, yeah, now we can adjust the button size, so this get adapted to whatever the remaining size. Can we use the same texture that I used here for the button, because this only has half of the texture because of my incompetent UV editing skills. So that's the only way I could manage the texture and UV editing, unwrapping. I don't even know what the word is. So let's create a material board button. We should put this material somewhere else, perhaps under UI assets. Move here, right. Let's change the material domain to user interface and final color should be transparent, masked. Right, but if I assign this material board button here, it would look only half. See, that's not the way I want. I want the both boards here, or at least one of the boards in the middle. But how? Here, if I get texture coordinate, texture coordinate, and then add, let's do a append a 2D vector, and then here let's add a constant, another constant. So if I change this x value, if I put +1, it goes backward. If I put -2, -0.25, that's in the middle. Good. So we can offset the texture. Now it is in the middle, but it's a bit skewed, deformed. So how to fix that? Wait, what if I, instead of setting the material here. Let me reset that, and let's add an image under the button. Board image. Okay, now here let's use this board button material. Right, now we can increase this. Right, now we can increase this. Oh god. Right, you can't have file type. Okay, right, this works. It does not look look very good, but this should work. Now we can make the button transparent. So with the tint, yeah. For this we need actually two separate textures, and here also I think if we have a custom texture it would be better, but the reason I use the exact texture I am using for the board is because if I change that texture we can change the button texture as well dynamically. So this will always have the current texture that the board will have. So anyway, if I can go back and modify this texture to evenly distribute, like one is here and another one is over here, this method would work perfectly. Now for this we need the wheel and the metal part, so we need two icons. Right, so this is the wheel icon. Let me save this, and in the board the metal part is this. So if I go to the top view and isolate the metal part and go to lit mode, I can take a screenshot of this. Rotate it. Don't do designs like this, do proper designs, but I'm just lazy. Should be good enough. Let me center it. Right, now I'll add a color overlay. Oh wait, no, this should appear white. The reason I need to look white is because then I can just add the multiplier with any color and modify the color of the texture through the material. So here, let me just set the color to white and take the screenshot again. Oh, this may not look perfect, but should be good enough. No. enter it and save. I'll call it metal. I don't know what the name of this. Axle. Maybe axle. Right, let's go back to the project. And here, let me now import those two textures. Oh wait, wheel is also same. Right, now let's first create a material from wheel. I'll use wheel. Well, since this is a UI material, MUI wheel. Here also MUI board. Okay, now I'll change the material domain to user interface and masked. Opacity mask. Right. Now here, this is what I said. We can add a multiplier and add a vector parameter color. So when it is black, it becomes black. If I make it red or whatever the color, it will have this color. So I'll make it red initially. Well, no, let's leave it at white. Similarly, I think we can convert this to a parameter and use this as a UI master material. So UI texture and color. So MUI master. Then I'll create two material instances. MUI V and MUI metal. Right, now we can here instead of wheel, whatever this other texture, metal. Now if I change this, you see it changes the color accordingly. Alright, now we can use these two materials in here. So this is metal. I'll add an image. Yeah, this should be semi-transparent. So yeah, I need to change the background color, this one, and the scale IMG. Okay, let me copy and paste MUI wheel Here also background should be transparent so we can see the wheel. Alright, so the next step is how should we open up this menu in the game and how to do the customization. So for that I have imported this table mesh and I'm gonna place this set table. This is gonna be our customization bench, and player has to go to that bench and start press E to start customizing the skateboard. So for that, right, let's first let me place this desk here and place over here. I just need to check the scale of that. The scale seems fine actually. Yeah. Scale is okay. So, right. Now let's create a blueprint. BB customize bench, and here I'll add this table. Let me align it to the floor like this. Okay, now on this table there should be a skateboard that should become only visible when the players start interacting with that. So skateboard, I'll place it like this. And it should be hidden by default. So hidden in game. Now instead of this, can we replace? Problem. Place a workbench here. Right. Now when player goes here, we should get an we should get a notification to customize the board, and then the camera should focus here and the board should be in the table and the menu should appear. That's the next step, and I will do that in the next episode. And after that we will implement the rest of the UI, which allows us to select different textures for this board and pick different colors for the wheels and these other components. So thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you would like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon Club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.